Let me tell you something. Nowadays, everybody's got to go to shrinks and counselors and go on Sally, Jesse, Raphael and talk about their problems. Whatever happened to Gary Cooper, the strong, silent type?
It's a challenge to contribute something new to the discourse on The Sopranos pilot, an extensively analyzed episode in American television history, marking the commencement of a groundbreaking series. The pilot exudes a profound affection that cannot be disregarded, whether it's portraying the daily life of a mobster, dissecting toxic male pride, or illustrating how the relentless winds of change eventually sweep away even the most unyielding of entities, no matter how saturated they are in masculinity and marinara sauce. When we initially encounter Tony Soprano, he occupies a waiting room, fixated on a statue featuring a nude woman revealing her breasts. This striking introductory shot sets the stage for one of television's most cinematic pilot episodes, skillfully conveying crucial details before any dialogue unfolds. The composition subtly communicates significant elements. Tony's black shirt and gold watch hint at an upper-class demeanor, aligning with the preceding credits that trace the American dream's evolution from the New York tunnels to the New Jersey suburbs. The lyrics emphasizing the chosen one and embracing the dark side further contextualize Tony's character. Welcome to The Real Analyst, where you get a real analysis of your favorite films and shows. If you crave thought-provoking film essays and deep dives into the world of cinema, hit the like button, notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. He appears to embody a conventional man's man, as the initial frame positions him between a woman's legs, suggesting a traditional preference. However, a nuanced understanding reveals that this portrayal may need to represent his inclinations accurately. Thus, beyond the apparent traditionalism, Tony emerges as a complex figure, wrestling with shadows within himself. Immediately, writer-director David Chase, the sole occasion he would take the directorial helm, aside from the series finale, delineated the precise nature of Tony Soprano and the intricate predicament awaiting him. Over the next 15 minutes, he engages in a dialogue with Dr. Jennifer Melfi, delving into the circumstances leading to his inaugural panic attack. This discourse serves as a deeper exploration of Tony's existence and the facade he projects to the outside world. In response to Melfi's inquiry about his occupation, he nonchalantly declares,
Waste management consultant.
Proceeding to narrate an anecdote as if he were a discreet private banker handling an outstanding loan. These anecdotes weave an engaging tapestry, introducing us to his protege, Christopher, and several associates, delivering on the anticipated mob-centric narrative promised in the previews. The most significant reflections in Tony's contemplation don't revolve around his mundane routines. Instead, they center on the ducks inhabiting his pool. Tony finds immense fascination in these ducks, especially when the ducklings attempt to flap their wings.
Look, they're trying to fly!
National Geographic, Dad. Super.
Yet the camera's persistent focus on the ducks in the pool gradually unveils their more profound significance. The pivotal moment arrives when Tony witnesses one of the ducks take flight, causing him to lose consciousness. In that instant, Tony's underlying issues become unmistakable: a fear of losing his family, the haunting specter of watching everyone depart, and the prospect of being left solitary, standing before an empty pool.
The ducks that preceded your losing consciousness. Let's talk about them.
Another undercurrent shaping Tony's life is his midlife crisis, an inner turmoil fueled by his discontent with what he perceives as a softer, diminished world. In a poignant plea to Dr. Melfi, Tony laments the disappearance of the strong silent type, almost urging the audience to let him illustrate what has happened to such figures and why they no longer fit into this contemporary landscape.
Whatever happened to Gary Cooper, the strong, silent type? That was an American. He wasn't in touch with his feelings. He just did what he had to do.
Identifying with the Gary Cooper archetype, Tony envisions himself as a tough, unyielding cowboy who navigates outside the bounds of the law, taking necessary actions without complaint. However, his limited education, equivalent to just a semester and a half of college, fails to equip him with the psychological insight to confront the hidden dysfunction within. His indignation at the perceived decline of the American man is socially resonant. Yet, viewing through the lens of the episode's narrative exposes Tony as a despondent, embittered man, unwilling to acknowledge the inevitability of life's ebb and flow. His marriage is strained, his children are maturing, and the garbage business, once a reliable source of income, is no longer providing as it used to. Beneath the surface, Tony is gripped by fear, which is evident in his vehement rejection of an America that deviates from the John Wayne ideal. Unable to keep pace with the changing times, as indicated by his struggling business, a hint to how the mob used to be recession-proof, as noted by Junior, he witnesses everything gradually unraveling. As the three people he holds dearest, AJ, Meadow, and Carmela, display signs of readiness to leave the nest, Tony's fear of solitude becomes palpable. Ultimately, Tony Soprano is revealed to be like any of us, afraid of existing and dying alone. This fundamental aspect of Tony's character resonates with American audiences, showcasing that despite being a mob figurehead, he grapples with the same insecurities as the rest of society, an intriguing dynamic that captivates viewers.
Guys played a good game. That Heather Dante, where'd you get that spike?
Dad, really unfair what Mom is doing. And now, making this little movie scene out of it. The sad mama, can't even come to her daughter's sports event.
In essence, The Sopranos delves into the demise of the American dream. Our once aspired institutions, technological advances, corporations, and pivotal elements we sought for societal progress have paradoxically become sources of decline. Automation displaces human labor, institutions confine individuals into rigid structures, as illustrated in the RICO discussion, and corporations wrest financial freedom and prosperity from the hands of citizens. While David Chase doesn't explicitly articulate these themes, his sentiments are evident. The heyday has passed, and clinging to outdated belief systems and ideals is futile. Tony's great-grandfathers erected a church without a blueprint. The world undergoes transformation, rendering even formidable figures like Tony Soprano powerless to reshape themselves and adapt as exemplified in the MRI fraud plan he devises with his unofficial consigliere Hesh, if only momentarily in the episode. As the one constant, symbolized by the family embodied in the duck slipping away from the pool, begins slipping through one's grasp, what remains to be clung to? Confronted with this reality, Tony must undergo a profound transformation to salvage what remains.
What about ducks?
Those goddamn ducks.
What is it about those ducks that meant so much to you?
I don't know, it was just a trip having those wild creatures come into my pool and have their little babies.
In contrast to many attention-grabbing final scenes, The Sopranos concludes with a contemplative tone. The pilot communicates this through the final shot: nothing. As AJ's birthday festivities conclude, the camera delicately glides over the pool. The water appears tranquil and vacant, no ripples, rustling leaves, or ducks afloat. All have departed, leaving behind only a lingering sense of emptiness. The conclusion is poignant, emphasizing that the golden years inevitably end despite one's efforts to preserve the status quo.
And I'll tell you something else, things are down, all across the board. A lot of friends of ours are complaining. We used to be recession-proof. No more. You can't blame it all on the Justice Department.
The Sopranos transcends being merely an hour of television centered around a man and his therapist. It evolves into a comprehensive contemplation on the condition of America, its culture, and the sense that perhaps we're all inhabiting the wrong era. Tony's poignant remark to Dr. Melfi encapsulates this sentiment.
It's good to be in something from the ground floor. I came too late for that. I know. But lately, I'm getting the feeling that I came in at the end. The best is over.
Not only is it one of the most significant episodes in television history, but it also stands as one of the finest. The episode adeptly constructs a universe, introduces a season-long conflict, and engages in philosophical musings about the modern world while steadfastly keeping Tony's emotions at the forefront. In essence, the pilot of The Sopranos is a remarkable television episode, blending intelligence, passion, and classic filmmaking techniques that heralded the advent of a cultural phenomenon. Do you have a specific film or topic you'd like to see discussed in my next video? Your input matters. Share your film suggestions and ideas in the comments below. Let's explore the art of film together. If you crave thought-provoking film essays and deep dives into the world of cinema, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Remember, here at The Real Analyst, you get a real analysis of your favorite films and shows. Thank you.